Yo, what's going on, everyone? Martin here. It's been a while, huh? I hope you're all doing well and you're keeping well, or at least as well as you can be. I just wanted to make this video. I mean, I've been wanting to make it for a while now. What else is new, huh? I've been going back and forth of not really knowing what to do for this video. Or just exactly what to do, period. I'm not sure whether I should make a video, make a post, even a live stream possibly. But anyways, I just wanted to ramble for a little, if you guys will let me. So strap in and let's talk. I just wanted to talk about me, about my whereabouts, my condition, just things that have been going on really with me and things around me. You know, for those that are concerned and curious possibly, but mostly it's for me, for my own priority and for my own well-being, to just kind of get it out there, you know, and off of my mind, because it's been playing on my mind for a long time now. It's about time after all. It's now or never. Okay, so first of all, and also I'm gonna be just rambling, so if I seem to go off a little and all over the place, I'm just saying things as they come to me. And I've also got my notes up here in front of me on my PC screen, so in case you see me looking over, it's just so then I'm keeping track of the points that I'm trying to make, so I don't just ramble on for the entire video. Right, so firstly, I'd like to obviously apologize. I don't say how much I can apologize for the lackness on my behalf, whether that's just making videos, content, and just posts in general, which again isn't anything new from me. So yeah, again, I apologize, and hopefully with this video I can put things into a bit more of a perspective. So yeah, it's been a rough year, or last year I should say, 2024. This is difficult already. 2024 came with a lot of complications, like the most I've had to face in a long time. I had been handling a lot of legal stuff in regards to my family and a family member's death. I won't go into too much detail, of course, obviously in respects privacy of my family, but it's been a long and exhausting, cumbersome process, and in all honesty, it's just taken a lot out of me and a lot from me too. And also, along with news of a very important and close family member of mine, with the possibility of fighting cancer, which is never fun, but in good news, they don't have it, so at least that's one silver lining to go from. But it just required a lot of time, precious time, and time that's very important to me, to spend with that certain person while we were dealing with stuff. My own health took a turn for the worst. I did post a YouTube video regarding my health up on my previous channel. For anyone who's aware of my previous channel compared to this one now, many years ago, I posted a video a long time ago which wasn't received too well, all because of that video sparked quite a lot of controversy and a lot of hate towards me and my old channel, which always made me, you know, slightly uneasy with matters like this, obviously private matters, considering myself, especially when it just comes with sharing and updating people on certain issues like this. Like, I get it, of course, it's a channel about card games and stuff, but it just made me disconnect much further away from people and even from helping myself. So TLDR, my health got bad, people stink, basically. And not all people, but you know what you get what I mean. And along those same lines, my trust in people has just become much smaller ever since doing YouTube, really. See, now my thoughts on the whole homemade trading card game community as a whole has always been taken with a pinch of salt. Well, at least in my eyes, I think so. and I've always wanted what was best. But I feel, and I have been feeling for a while now, that it's a value that isn't really shared. Like, I won't be going into it too deeply, but due to things like indecisiveness, general lack of support, lack of sincerity, and just people falling back on their words, it's all something I feel has been taken advantage of, and something that has lost my respect in certain individuals of my time here on YouTube. But bearing in mind, with all of this mentioned, like, I'm guilty of this myself too, so like, what do I know? And speaking of the community, now, hey, we doing? I'm making a YouTube video. Anyways, as I was saying, speaking of the community, this is something that has been on my mind for almost way too long. The thought of not actually being genuinely wanted, or just not missed. Like, what if I just left my channel as is and stopped making videos, stopped making cards? What difference would that actually do? With everything going on with my personal life and this headspace I've been ruminating over and I've been stuck in, I was and I have been convincing myself for so long now that it would make absolutely no difference in me continuing what I do. But in all honesty, what a stupid thing to worry about. Nobody asked me to start making videos. Nobody asked me to make a YouTube channel. Nobody asked me to share my ideas. At the end of the day, I'm making videos because I want to. The same goes for cards, and the same goes for card games. So what actually is the problem? Stupid brain. But it's like with, I don't know, with like pack opening videos and videos regarding the community. Just genuinely, I always felt like I was never a part of them, or like I was one of the trading card game creators that was just always left out. It's big-headed of me, sure, and it's very egotistical, but I'm just sort of letting it out there. And at the end of the day, everything shows for itself, and I'm going to continue regardless. And realistically, this feeling is something that I've been dealing within myself most of my life, from a young child all the way up until my adult life. So it's not really a big deal, you know, it's not that big a deal. I mean, you get out what you put in, right? So to be more included, I guess I just have to include myself more. I don't know. And this is completely off topic. I'm not too sure why I've even gone on to this, but I got this brand new fancy smart light bulb, which I can change the color out whenever I feel like it. Like, see, we got this blue. It's kind of cool, right? So continuing with the matters of trust in people. So for booster set 1 of Resolution Breakers, my trading card game, I took on the idea of letting other artists be a part of the game in hopes to make the process of making cards a lot quicker, a lot easier, and a lot more efficiently. But also it was to add a bit more flavor to the game, so it'd have a bit more personality. So there's a lot more art styles all just sort of colliding into one big game. And for the most part, everyone who has been involved so far, I cannot express enough. I simply cannot put into words how grateful I am and how thankful I am that you've actually helped me in such a way that you have. But, and this is a very big but, and not in a good way, there were two certain individuals, 2 artists that I had commissioned. One of them was quite a lot of money, and unfortunately they just disappeared off the face of the planet. Like, just all of a sudden, just gone. Couldn't contact them whatsoever after weeks of no contact and no response from them. And the other, it wasn't as much money, but still, with this happening not just once but twice, it really just made me rethink a lot about my card game and just people and art in general. It pissed me off. Wait, this light doesn't really fit the mood of that. It pissed me off. Grr. Grr. And I've mentioned this a little before too, but over the span of making videos and uploading to YouTube, I have lost a lot of files. Honestly, way too many to count. Whether that be through corruption, faulty tech, program updates, or videos being lost during production and just never seeing the light of day. And believe me, a lot of videos have been lost, which does make it sound like I'm making excuses. And hey, maybe it is. I've persevered, but it did reach a boiling point. Along with everything mentioned prior, that point of just like, what am I doing? What am I doing, and what the hell is the point in all this? What is life? Is the earth actually round? Will Luffy ever truly find the One Piece? You know, all the most important questions in life. But like, in all seriousness, it just made me so numb, I suppose. Numb to the idea of just making videos, making art, and just creating stuff. I became so numb and just hated the idea of making something. And with that came the feeling of being stuck, feeling guilty with becoming too stagnant. And so with that feeling of being stuck, like, that's really just it. I felt so stuck for so long, just stuck in some really toxic place, toxic mindset. Everything about making art and uploading YouTube videos, making videos, editing videos, drawing some new art to make it into a card, brand new card idea, a brand new idea for a card game. All of that just felt so toxic to me. All the things I once truly had so much fun and love for, a genuine passion, none of it felt fun anymore. Nothing felt fun anymore. And this feeling of toxicity stems like all the way back to my old previous channel. Like the toxic relationship I was in at the time, being stuck financially, feeling like I wasn't going anywhere. All of that was still lingering over me when I first started making videos, and making videos sort of became an escape for that. And when those two things sort of correlated and they became parallel with each other, I just started hitting everything. And this feeling of helplessness and not getting anywhere, it was just forever lingering over my shoulders no matter what I did. And that toxic feeling just seemed to somehow latch itself and become attached to resolution breakers, to my card game, and everything that came with it. Which again really does genuinely suck, because I love making cards. I love making card games. I love card games. But with all the problems in life, there's always outcomes and there's always solutions, right? So, outcomes from all this, from all of my rambling, I'm still making cards. In fact, I've made a substantial amount of progress when it comes to resolution breakers. I've currently just finished booster set 2, and I have been planning and mapping out set 3 and 4. So there is a lot of progress being made. New things are being introduced to the game, new factions, new playstyles. There's so much more coming to the game. But in saying that, I've also took a lot of time away from resolution breakers and just gone back to like messing about with creating cards. Gone back to the basics, you know, gone back to my roots of just sitting down, chilling for a little bit, and just coming up with some good old-fashioned trading cards, coming up with other possible card game ideas, and just having a good time. Cut out a lot of things from my life, be that people or just things that were making me feel stuck so much. I've cut ties with people that I once held respect for. I'm in a new place. New place always brings new beginnings. I'm still getting comfortable. But see, now the only problem with this is that I don't want to fall into the same pattern that I had before. Like, I don't want to be the same old card game creator that just spends forever yapping about what he's got planned and things that are coming and just keep teasing you all. There's only enough blue balling a human being can take after all. So instead, rather than talking about all the things that I'm going to do and rather than talking about all the things I've got planned, I'm just going to continue doing what I enjoy most, and that, in a nutshell, is making cards. I genuinely love it. And instead of just saying what I've got planned, in the future I'll just show you guys. I'll let the progress speak for itself and just start making shit again, because I miss it. We've all got stuff we have to deal with. For any of you that are out there struggling too, I suggest, find somebody that you can talk to. Get it out there. Just get out of your system, because it's not worth holding on to. We've all got stuff going on with our lives. All of us. No matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how important it may be. Me, I'm not anything special. But with that being said, I can't say I'm back. I can't promise that. But realistically, who needs that really? All I can say is I'm doing what I love most with as much time as I get the pleasure of doing so. And I will continue to do so regardless. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing this all for me above all else. Or worst comes to worst, I just become another YouTuber who just talks about nothing but every other card game and the homemade trading card game community instead of my own card game for thousands of videos. Who knows? So I think that's enough of me rambling for one video. This has been a very long overdue video. And I know that. And again, I apologize for that. Thank you everyone for watching, whoever you are. Honestly, I am very thankful and I'm very grateful to any one of you. Whoever you may or may not be, whether you're still here or not, just thank you. Do be sure to subscribe down below. You can check out my Instagram account, which is also down below. Come on over and join my Discord server. Join the 20 people that are there with me. It's not very active, but it'll be cool to finally get that active. Yeah, it'll just be cool to finally get back into the swing of things again. Alright, well, again, thank you for listening, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, peace. Let's get right into the card games.